Hey everybody, Big Black Hat Man here, and I'm just here to give you a little update on what's going on. I haven't done a video in a few weeks, and so I thought I'd give a little update on what this whole channel has been about from the very beginning, and that is mostly is my desire to do a documentary called "And the Horse You Rode In On: A Short History of Western Cinema." And so it's almost done. It's all shot. The voiceovers are done. But unfortunately, I've got a lot of editing work left to do on it. So it'll probably still be about we'll say 2 weeks. I hope to have it out in 2 weeks. It'll appear in 5 parts, all on the same day. I'll put it all out in the same day. And I recommend watching it in order, 1 through 5. And it'll be somewhat chronological, but there is a little chronological break between the 3rd and 4th part. Other than that, pretty much straight timeline. I think it's got some good jokes, some great information, and I hope everybody really enjoys it. I've put a lot of effort into it, and I got the real work left. Shooting it was actually the fun part, and now I've got the editing, which is definitely the more difficult of the tasks at hand. And I've been kind of busy lately, so I haven't had time. I've had to do my real job where I actually work and get paid money. You know, that obviously takes priority over my hobby, which is this. So yeah, it's almost ready, and I hope everybody enjoys it when it comes out, and I hope it sort of takes off. I haven't really beat the drum on my YouTube site, as people know, with the few people that are watching me, and I appreciate those who are watching, and I appreciate everyone who's helped me with this documentary. It's been fantastic. I've got a lot of support from people, and of course all people in it are in it. I thank them, and I got people actually doing music for me for the thing, which is great because I am not musically inclined. It's kind of embarrassing how bad tonally I am. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it when it does come out. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and we'll do a little review like I did 3 weeks back. Oof, boy, it's been a while since I did a video. 3 weeks ago when I did a little review of some movies. And I'll talk about 3 movies I've seen since then. And the first one's a Western. Why not? Western channel. So we'll talk about a Western. And this one is Dead Man from 1995. It's a Jim Jarmusch film. For those who've seen the Jim Jarmusch films, they're very distinctive, and this one's no different. It's a distinctive film. And Dead Man stars Johnny Depp, and then has a whole host of people you've heard of in cameo roles and supporting roles. And I enjoyed the film. It was a good independent film. It's definitely different, shot in black and white, and essentially Johnny Depp is shot early in the film, and he's dying, and sort of his evolution from this sort of very timid accountant to a more bold character that you get as the film goes along. And I really enjoyed it. I'd give it 4 stars even. I'm going to go ahead and just give my rating right now before I go on. It gets 4 stars partially because it's got a Robert Mitchum cameo, one of Robert Mitchum's last parts. And for anybody knows who watches Westerns as I do, Mitchum's a man. How can you not give this film 4 stars with the Robert Mitchum appearance? And I really don't have too much to say about it. It's spiritually eerie, so some people might not enjoy it just because of that, but I did, and so I'm just letting you know what I thought. Another film that I've checked out since my last reviews was Deja Vu with Denzel Washington, made in 2006. I'm gonna put this out there, okay? For those of you who, if this is the first video you're watching, I do things out of 5 stars, and 2.5 is bad, you know. Sorry, 2 stars is bad, 2.5 to 3.5 is average, and 4 to 5 is good. And so this is going to fall in the bad range. This Deja Vu with Denzel Washington from 2006 is, in my opinion, if a film is good and then ends badly, it just drags down the entire experience. I've been rating for years against the film Apocalypse Now because the end of it is such a friggin' letdown. And this film's like that. It's got a really interesting concept. What it is essentially is Denzel Washington is this cop investigating a bombing. He's an ATF agent, actually, not a cop. He's an ATF agent. But and some government people, they don't really explain any of this, by the way, which is a little annoying. But they found this technology by accident, they say, where they can peer into the past 4 days and 6 hours ago through a little light thing, and eventually, of course, they start asking whether they can actually travel back in time. But one thing that they hammer home throughout the entire film is this: time is immutable. We cannot change the past regardless of anything. and I'm just gonna give it away because I don't recommend anyone to watch this film. So I'm gonna give it a low rating, but they just blow that up in the last 20 minutes. They say, "Oh, you know that hour and 40 minutes we spent telling you that time is immutable and nothing can ever change." Forget that. Just forget that. The last 20 minutes, because we want the super happy ending, we're gonna throw that away. And that kind of thing just irritates me when I'm watching a film that it's such a huge plot hole. It's a big gaping hole in this film, and it makes it rough. I mean, I'm going to give it 2 stars because it's Denzel Washington. I really like Denzel Washington. He's a good actor, and he makes the film watchable. But the end of it's so rough that I just would recommend you pass on this. By the way, it's got Val Kilmer in it too, and he's just terrible in this one. I don't know what happened to Val, but seems like he's sleepwalking. And one last film I want to talk about before I go is Modern Times, which is a Charlie Chaplin film. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have a lot of Chaplin's filmography under my belt. I've only watched a few of his films. I've only watched The Great Dictator and City Lights. Those are the only two films with Chaplin I've seen. I really enjoyed both of them. And I like this film. It was a good movie. If you're into silence, this is one you might pick up. But I'm going to tell you, I'd watched City Lights before I watched this one. City Lights was a better movie. It was just a little more fun, a little more in depth. And Modern Times was visually good, but I don't know, it didn't seem to have the charm that City Lights had. That I enjoyed City Lights a lot more. And The Great Dictator has been my favorite Chaplin film that I've seen, and that's a talking film, which I think most people don't associate Chaplin with, but it's a really good film, and it's sort of mocking Hitler just on the eve of World War II. So yeah, but Modern Times, getting back to the movie I'm actually talking about, sort of is making fun of industry and the workings thereof. And of course it's also addressing, it's made in the 30s, so it's addressing the Great Depression. It's not a bad film. It's actually the first film where anybody heard Chaplin talk, which he actually didn't have a bad voice. I assume he could have done talkies for a long time, but he's already older by the time talking films came around. So, you know, if you really want to get into some Chaplin, Modern Times is a decent film, and I'm going to just go ahead and give it 3 stars. So I guess that wraps it up for this little session here. And like I said, the big movie and The Horse You Rode In On, hopefully in 2 weeks it'll be out for everybody to view. And in the meantime, you just have to put up with me doing these little improv talks and humming and hawing. Thank you for your patience, and I hope you enjoy. So happy trails, and watch out for those rough patches.